Don't waste your makeup. There's more. Can anyone guess what my mom's favorite songs were when she grew up? Who her favorite band was, or who her favorite singer is?
I know that.
Oh, my auntie let knows. Of course, they always went to concerts together. Of course. Oh, she said people have to guess first because she knows already.
Oh, is it In Sync?
No.
Oh, or April Boy. Who knows April Boy? Okay.
Go deeper.
Wait, am I right? April Boy?
Favorite singer?
Oh, Regine Velasquez.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Anyone else want to take a guess?
Sharon Cuneta.
Oh, we have a right answer.
Sharon Cuneta. Sharon Cuneta.
Yeah.
Sharon Cuneta.
Yes, that's Sharon Cuneta. That's her favorite Filipino artist. She actually thinks she's Sharon Cuneta, so when she's watching Filipino movies, she cries along with the actresses too. Does anyone know her favorite American group? Or they're not really a group, they're like more like a friends.
Kelly Clarkson?
Justin Bieber.
St. Clement's Choir.
Oh yeah, St. Clement's Choir. And Filipino Ministry Caroling. So, let's see. Starts with the letter C. It's a boy and a girl?
Carpenter.
Oh, carpenters! That's right! Carpenters!
Come on.
Please sit down, this is important. This is dedicated to my mom. Sing with me. Such a feeling's coming over me. And there's nothing in the world that I can. There's no clouds in the sky, got the sun in my eyes, and I wanna cry as if it's a dream. Everything I dreamt has come to be, and it's coming true, especially for me. And the reason is clear, it's because you are near. And oh man, I forgot the words. Somebody please help me. I forgot the words. On top of the world, down creation. It's the world that I find ever since you've been around. You're here. Top of the world.
The wind has learned my name, and it's telling me the things that I'm the same. In the leaves of the trees and the touch of the breeze, there's a pleasing sense of happiness.
I'm on the
There's only one wish
I'm excited!
when this day's through. I hope that
I will find
that tomorrow will bring just the same.
for you and me.
All I need will be mine.
I wonder, top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the world that I found ever since you've been around. You're the me at the top of the world. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. You're the me at the top of the world. Surprise! Yeah, I learned how to sing from them. They're the singers. And then when Sherlyn went to the Philippines, Erwin told me, "Ma, since you're bringing me to choir, why don't you join the choir?" She said, "You're only there for social reason, okay? You're not a singer." I said, "But I think I learned." I learned a little bit, yeah. I'm having a hard time reading notes. So even I'm asking them, how is this? Until now, I'm still having a hard time.
So the background to that song is that ever since we're little, my mom's singing that to karaoke. So by the time we got older, my mom or me and my brother figured it out and learned how to sing it.
Do you want me to go back to DC?
My brother goes to school in Washington, D.C., and he just flew in literally at 4 o'clock just to be here.
I'm just telling them I miss Erwin. I wish Erwin is here.
You're not going to feel that way in a second.
And a little background on our singing, the three of us. So when I was little, I'm the one that wanted to be in choir, and I'm the one that wanted to sing. Oh, my mom can tell you that story.
Sherlyn is the one who likes to join choir. And then Erwin is just a tag along. Because I even asked Alan, can Erwin join?
Erwin was like in 4th grade.
Yeah, he's the youngest. And then Alan said it's okay. And then Erwin became a good singer, better than Sherilyn. even in the musical that you joined. Sherlyn auditioned for a musical. And then it was Erwin who got a good part. And then Sherilyn is just an extra.
I'm too ambitious.
But they're good kids. I'm blessed to have them here.
Okay, have a seat because Erwin has a surprise for both of us. I'm kind of nervous about this, so I'm gonna have a seat.
Actually, before you sit down, I have my first present for you. And I know you've been crying, so I have some Kleenex for you. And also, full disclaimer, I'm going to do a roast of my mother right now. So have a seat. And that's
Oh wait, I'll bring a chair up for her.
Okay. And I didn't want to give the rest of my present right now because you might throw it at me. So, yeah, it's going to be that bad.
Should she sit in the front?
Yeah.
Should
Or
I
wherever.
Okay.
Yeah, sit too.
Sit too? Okay.
So, how's my sister's hosting this party?
Great.
That sounded very fake. But I heard that my sister wanted to hear the best jokes, and I think I have 2 of them. And they're Filipino jokes. So the first one is, a Filipino man died and went to heaven. Before he could enter the pearly gates, St. Peter had to ask him 3 questions. The first one was, how many days are there in a week? The Filipino man answered 3. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The second question was, can you use yellow, pink, and green in one sentence? The man answered, of course, the phone rings, I pink it up, and I say yellow. The last question, one more question. The last question St. Peter asked the Filipino man was, what was God's name? He replied, oh, that's easy. It's Howard. As in, our Father, Howard be thy name. That's it. The second joke is about a Filipino teacher. There was this Filipino kindergarten teacher, and she was teaching her class on how to do the hokey pokey. She started off by saying, you put your right feet in, you put your right feet out, you put your right feet in. Suddenly, one of the children said to the teacher, teacher, you have to say foot. So the teacher said, okay, you put your right feet in, you put your right feet out. You got it. All right. That's it? All right.
FYI, my mom hates these Filipino jokes because she feels insulted. Her feelings get hurt.
It's Filipino English.
Yeah, and she's going to be more insulted right now. All right. Now, on to the woman of the hour, my mom. My mother taught me that it is never polite to ask a woman her age. So instead of everyone asking her, it would be more polite if I just tell you. This is my mother's 15th birthday. Yes, I said 15th. This is the 15th year she's going to try to convince us she's 30. Ma, 30, really? Okay, here's a news flash. Sherilyn turns 30 in about 7 years. Or, I'm sorry, 6.5. I also wanted to share everyone one of my mother's prayers. It is not for wealth or earthly possessions, but it is for me, her only son, to be called to the priesthood. Yeah, I know. I can say with confidence that other people have this prayer for me, including my grandmother and other parishioners of St. Clement Parish. Wait for it. I do have some breaking news. Their prayers were answered. However, God has also answered my prayer to redirect those prayers to Alan Del Rosario. Kevin. Were you laughing? Because you're next to my prayer list.
Me too!
You got me. Zing, zing. Okay.
Along with that, my mother has taught me many life lessons, especially about women. A few years back, I asked my mother what she wanted for her birthday, and she said she was happy to be with me and didn't want a present. I think you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I think you guys know where I made the mistake here. The day after her birthday, she asked me where her present was, and my mouth dropped to the floor. She still holds it over my head, and this experience has taught me that whatever my mom asks for, I do the opposite. Clean my room, pick up my clothes, perform chores, I just don't do it. Unless, of course, it involves getting money. My mother accurately terms this as selective hearing. I'm just glad a nurse diagnosed me at such an early age. However, I have to make a case, though, in front of everybody. And it's about picking up my clothes. I know I'm really bad at it, but I wanted to make a public case. I think I deserve a special dispensation for not picking up my clothes and doing other chores. This last semester, my lowest grade of my 5 midterms was a 92% in Constitution law. And my other law class, I got a midterm of 103%. I think that excuses me from chores for a little bit. What do you guys think?
One semester.
I could never catch a break. Yes. One person.
That's your friend.
Okay. But on a serious note, my mother has taught me the best of the Filipino culture, which is how I got this stomach. Because of my mom, every time I compare Filipino food, it's always not as good as my mom's cooking. But I eat it anyways. I have a feeling that Filipino food is a gateway food to other foods. Another Filipino attribute I developed, according to my mother, is her intelligence. Apparently, it skipped my sister. When I came back to Washington, D.C. from the summer, a hurricane was getting ready to hit the eastern seaboard. I received a text message. I received a text message from my sister to stay away from New York City. I live in Washington, D.C., over 200 miles from the Big Apple. That would be like me texting my sister to stay away from L.A. if a storm was heading there. She's getting a U.S. map for Christmas.
I'm just concerned.
New York!
We'll get a visa.
However, there's one Filipino attribute that seemed to have skipped me. Gullibility. My mom and my sister, on the other hand, watch out. There was this one time when I was in my room and I touched the screen, and I had my touchscreen laptop connected to the TV, and I wanted her to take a look at something. It was like a YouTube thing. So, as an obvious joke, I just said to my mom, touch my TV screen to play the video. And it took her many taps until she realizes I was joking. There's no such thing as touchscreen TVs right now.
My computer is touch.
Well, mine is too. But doesn't end there. Another time, after I installed my Harmony remote, my sister and I were going to watch a movie when my mom walked in. I hid the remote at my side, and I said, "TV, go to setting 4, player turn on," while I pressed the button to play the movie. And, shoot, I lost my place. My sister said, "Oh, that's a wrong movie," and turned to my mom and said, "Ma, tell the DVD player to project." Promptly, my mom said, "DVD eject." And of course, it didn't open. So I said, "Ma, it doesn't understand your accent. You have to enunciate." So she said, "DVD player eject." Nothing happened, of course. Then I said, "Ma, it's a Blu-ray player, not DVD player." And she said, "I give up." I think by then she knew what we were up to. But despite everything I just said, I do have a few kind words for my mother. Yes, just a few. Blessed Pope John Paul II wrote in his encyclical, Fides et Ratio, translated as On Faith and Reason, says, "Faith and reasons are like two wings in which the human spirit rises to the contemplation of truth." As many of you know, my mother is a hospice care nurse. She cares for one of the two stages in human life when human dignity can be overlooked, the other being conception. She uses her reason and intellect to take care of her patients to the fullest of her abilities. She also uses her faith to make sure that in their dying moment, they do not fear death but embrace it. The best example of someone I know by flying both by the wing of reason and the wing of faith is my mother. I honestly do not know how she does it. Her reason and faith is so strong that even through the worst sufferings of her patients, including death, she still insists on attending a Filipino ministry meeting. She insists on going to choir practice and even to decorate the church. To put it simply, my mother is one of the strongest individuals I know. When parents do not allow their children to go 20 or even 200 miles away for college, my sister and I have attended universities at least 2,500 miles away from home. Additionally, if my mom wished, she could have easily bought a large house and a nice car, but has sacrificed to provide my sister and I with a high quality of education and to ensure that she was present in our lives. As we are truly inadequate to thank God for all He gave us, there is no adequate way for my sister and I to thank her. But in both cases, it won't stop us from trying. This surprise party is a small token of our appreciation for all she has given us. Sometimes we whine and complain, but I know that she realizes that we love her. And thank God every day that through God's providence, He gave us her. Thank you.